Hi, this is Vinay from Gamerz Nation. So we are back in the Threadripper series. This is our second video on the same lineup. Recently we had 9960X that was 24 core. Today we have 9970X that is a 32 core CPU, 64 threads. So if you are not satisfied with the 24 core 48 threads, this is the one up for you. Now what this CPU can do. We'll check that out in the next section of the video. But who is this for? This is purely for professionals, for 3D renderers, for studios, for videographers who want to work on 4K, 8K, they want to do the next level 3D rendering, they want to do parallel processing with AI, ML and all those tasks. Let's start the build montage now. You will see the build montage in next minute, and after that we'll dive into the scores and benchmarks. So we are back at the test bench. The system is assembled, configured and ready for validation. We'll now quantify the performance of this platform. The core of the system is AMD Ryzen Threadripper 9970X, featuring 32 cores, 64 threads. A quick check for the task manager confirms the resources. 64 GB of RAM, operating with 4 DIMMs. The graphic processing is handled by 9070XT. For the record, I am using AMD Radeon software. We are running 4 key benchmarks to establish performance matrices over the workloads. Cinebench R23, Geekbench 6, CPU Passmark and the file compression standard 7-zip compression test. First we engage Cinebench R23. We are performing a single render of the multi-core test, which should be sufficient to demonstrate peak rendering throughout. Initiating the testing now. The CPU handling the render immediately. The final score should be close to 75,000 to 78,000. And yeah, it's done. This is 78,843. This validates the exceptional capacity of the platform for heavy and sustained multi-threaded rendering. Now we move to the single core test. While the platform is optimized for multi-core tasks, single core efficiency is required performing metric. This test will proceed as determined pace. We will resume for the result. I'll just fast forward this in the video and we'll connect again when the test is complete. The single core test is complete. The result is 2142 points. This confirms strong per core performance, ensuring the CPU is fully capable in both heavily parallelized and less demanding application environments. We proceed with the CPU Passmark benchmark now. We are executing all subtests, including integer, floating point, and extended instruction routines. It's a unified run. Let's begin with the CPU mark. As you can see, the platform is clearing all the computational routines rapidly, demonstrating robust general performance across mathematical and cryptographic operations. I don't think there are any bottlenecks in the performance. The total score is 107504. This is a very good figure for a high-end desktop workstation. Now for the next benchmark, we can go with Geekbench 6. This is basically a practical assessment of real-world performance, simulating tasks such as PDF rendering, text processing, and asset comparison. Starting the benchmark now. For the CPU, we have already started. The system is currently cycling through the multi-core and single-core real-world simulations. This should complete in some time, and I'll join you back as the test complete. Let's fast forward this. So the scores are here: 3069 on single core and 26064 on multi-core. This confirms the performance for intensive daily professional work. The final test is the 7-zip compression benchmark. Performance here is measured in GIPS, giga instructions per second. As a metric, billions of simulations operations. We are running 10 passes across all 64 threads, allocating 14 GB of memory out of the 64 GB memory. You can see the current and resulting ratings. We are right now at the third pass out of the 10 passes. The compression and decompression cycles are about to be complete. We record a compression rating of 313 GIPS and a decompression rating of 481 GIPS. These figures confirm the AMD Ryzen Threadripper 9970 is premier choice for high throughput professional workstation performance. So we assembled the 9970X machine. We have seen how this performs. If you want to build it for you, your organization, your enterprise, for 3D rendering, for AI/ML, for anything that needs a 32-core, 24-core Threadrippers, you can connect with us. We are very much happy to configure your system. We have partnered with AMD for this, and we'll see you at Gamerz Nation.